Alegria é guardada em cofres catedrais. Na varanda eu vejo o meu amor. Tem bênção de Deus, todo aquele que trabalha no escritório. Bendito é o fruto, bendito é o fruto, bendito é o fruto dessas Minas Gerais. Minas Gerais, na varanda eu vejo o meu amor. Tem bênção de Deus, todo aquele que trabalha no escritório. Bendito é o fruto dessas Minas Gerais. Bendito é o fruto dessas Minas Gerais. Oh yeah, that lay, do do, lay, that lay,
And the crowd goes wild.
Just what I was going to say.
You are listening to 90.7 WNCU. This is Morning Jazz. I'm B.H. Hudson. I'm here weekdays, Monday through Friday, starting at 7 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, not good.
Ooh, what does that feel
the
like?
11 o'clock hour. I'm not a morning person. I'm a definite night owl, but, we do our best because bringing jazz to this community is more important than me getting some sleep. In the studio with me, I have Kate McGarry and Keith Ganz. Kate, let's talk about your new release, Genevieve and Ferdinand. I think you're having a CD release party for that pretty soon, aren't you?
We are. It's a Saturday night at the Durham Jazz Workshop, and we're really excited about it. It's going to be at 8 o'clock. And
that's on Industry Lane.
Yeah.
Off of East Cornwallis. No, a lot of people might not know where it is because it's not something you would necessarily just drive by and see.
Yeah. I'm not familiar with where it is. So East Cornwallis and what?
Near, you know where the Campus Crossings apartments are? It's near, if you take East Cornwallis off of Fayetteville.
Yeah.
It's the next block past the Campus Crossings apartments.
Okay,
on
great.
Industry Lane, yeah.
Okay, people can always Google it
Yeah.
and
Yes.
get a map if
It
they
would
want to.
it would be wise to do that because
Well,
otherwise you might
yeah.
not
Might
ever
miss
make
it.
it.
And the thing about Durham, as much as we love it, there's about 10 different ways to get to one location. There's not like a direct route. So you can really, do some
Yeah.
funky stuff out there. And
If you figure out how to get anywhere, let me know.
I know I've lived in 3 major cities in my life, and I've been here 4 years, and I get lost every day.
well, I grew up in Durham, and I'm still getting lost.
Oh,
So
okay, I feel better.
I
I feel better.
Yeah. But then I lived in Seattle for a while, so at least Seattle is sort of laid out, kind of, sort of, in a grid-ish kind of thing. But Durham, it's like they just threw bits on when the land became available or whatever, and so it really makes no rhyme or reason, as well as people getting on and off the freeway in the same lane.
Mm-hmm.
See, what are we thinking here? Anyway, let's talk about your CD and not about the driving conditions in Durham. Okay, Genevieve and Ferdinand is the name of it. It's a little bit quieter for you. It has a more folk feel to it than some of your jazz CDs.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the?
Well,
Tell us about this project.
Sure. Thanks, BH. We wanted to do a project that kind of represented some of our live shows, and sometimes that can be a more intimate setting. And we really love folk music a lot, and so we wanted to include something, make a live CD that has everything that the different kinds of music that we do on it, and also it was representing 10 years of our playing together, because this is a 10-year anniversary of our first gig
Really?
together.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
And so
And you're still talking to each other. That's amazing for musicians.
yeah, so we set this up at and it's also our first Durham project. So it's recorded, it's locally grown and sustainable music we recorded at Sound Pure in Durham.
Yeah, that's a great studio.
With a live audience, and it was a really beautiful experience. And this has a lot of personal songs on it, some things that we both wrote, and as well as good classic standards and Brazilian music, and then some singer-songwriter folk tunes that we love a lot too.
And Keith, what kind of
Yes.
guitar are you playing on this?
I'm playing an old Martin nylon string. It's actually very similar to the guitar that Willie Nelson has played all these years, and it's in similar condition. That this
I was going to say Willie's guitar, as I recall, the last time I saw a picture of it, it looked pretty beat up.
Yeah, it's this guitar. I have a bunch of guitars, and none of them have any, problems. And this one, there's a crack on the front. There's someone lit a candle on a shelf just below where the guitar was hanging on the wall once, and I started to smell wood burning. So there's about a silver dollar-sized burn on the bottom. It's just got all kinds of problems. But for playing duo with Kate, we always come back to it. It just has just the right sound for her.
Yeah,
so.
it really does. It has a beautiful sound, and
Thanks.
some of those old guitars, the wood, was of such high quality that they really even sound better, though they get,
Definitely.
they have to go through the lifestyle of the 20s and 30s. The owners, they still sound just great.
Definitely,
Really
yeah.
Old guitars sound wonderful. Okay, let's talk about the gig again because I didn't remember when it is.
Sure, it's Saturday at this Saturday
This
at
Saturday.
8 p.m. at Sharp 9 Gallery or the Durham Jazz Workshop. It's
Sharp
called-
9 Gallery is part of the Durham Jazz Workshop. It's the theater music presentation part of the Durham Jazz Workshop.
And Dave,
Yeah.
Dave Finucane is the saxophonist. He set this up, and it's a place where they teach jazz, and they have classes, which Keith teaches as well over there. And so it's a place that really makes a vibrant center for jazz in the city. And it's relatively new, maybe a year or so. And they have art by local artists here, and that's why it's also a gallery. It's a wonderful place. If you don't know of it, you should really check it out. Yeah.
And for those of you just tuning in, this is 90.7 WNCU. In the studio with me is Kate McGarry and Keith Ganz. They have a new CD coming out, Genevieve and Ferdinand, and we've been playing music from that. We're going to do it right now again. And thanks, everybody, for listening to Morning Jazz. And here is a classic, Let's Face the Music and Dance, with Kate McGarry on vocals and Keith Ganz on guitar.
There may be trouble ahead, but while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance. Before the fiddlers have fled, before they ask us to pay the bill, and while we still have the chance, let's face the music and dance. Soon we'll be without the moon, humming a different tune, and then there may be teardrops to shed, but while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance. There may be trouble ahead, but while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance before the fiddlers have fled, before they ask us to pay the bill, chance. Let's face the music, let's dance. Oh, 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 oh. Hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, and soon we'll be without the moon, with no different tune. Let's face the music and dance, and dance. We'll be without the moon, with no different tune. Let's dance, let's dance, let's dance, let's dance. Let's face the music and oh, ooh, oh, let's dance without the moon. Hey, hey, hey.
And you are listening to member-supported Jazz Radio 90.7 WNCU, and we stream online at WNCU.org. In the studio with me, Kate McGarry and Keith Ganz. That was Kate just singing Let's Face the Music and Dance, the Irving Berlin composition. It's from her brand new release, Genevieve and Ferdinand, and you are having your CD release party at the, what is it again?
It's called the Durham Jazz Workshop. This Saturday at 8 p.m. And yeah, we'll be playing these songs, and it'll also be sort of a retrospective of, we've done 5 other albums together, so we'll get to do some music from that, and also some new music that we've written since this time. So
Yeah, you sing with a big band still?
you know, at different times. I just did a project with Jim Ketch's big band at UNC, and I did a project with John Hollenbeck, large ensemble, and that one, yeah, that came out last year.
The song that she sang was nominated for a Grammy recently for Best Arrangement on a Vocal Track. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's excellent. Good.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Well, it wasn't I didn't do the arrangement. I was just singing it. But so it wasn't my nomination, but it was, it's nice.
She didn't have anything to do with the success of the track.
I'm sure not. You know, they could have just gotten rid of the vocals. And
I was
going to
do
any
it.
Difference.
I was going to do it, but, you know.
Well, had I known, I could have stepped in too, you
That's
know.
true. Hey, maybe we could do a project.
Yeah, well,
KG and BH.
Yeah, exactly. Well, when I was at Pure Sound, I thought I'd start an avant-garde group because they were doing construction, and you know, being a musician, everything is a musical instrument.
Right.
So I had a drumstick, and I grabbed a piece of wood, and I started going, you know, avant stuff. And then they had the piano there, and it just sounded so gorgeous. So I did, you know, my Cecil Taylor thing, you know, and we put it together, and it actually sounded kind of like an avant-garde band. So if y'all are interested in avant-garde, we can always go over to Sound Pure.
Yeah, I'll give you my
stuff,
card.
You know? Yeah, exactly. And if anyone wants to take up a singing saw, because nobody plays singing saw in jazz, so we're looking for somebody to take that up. And
just catch me around 5 in the morning. I'll be a singing saw. I'll give you a singing saw.
Yeah, I'll bet. Speaking of singing, you guys have your instruments here.
We do.
And it would be great if you could do something for us here at 90.7.
Yeah, let's do it.
We'd love to. We'll play one of my favorite songs. It's called Can't Help Loving That Man. And
ain't that the truth?
isn't it?
And that's why I'm doing a blues show. I should tell everybody from 9 to 11 on Saturdays.
Fish gotta swim, birds got to fly. I gotta love one man till I die. I can't help loving that man of mine. Mm-hmm. Tell me he's lazy, tell me he's slow, tell me I'm crazy, maybe I know. I can't help loving that man of mine. When he goes away, that's a rainy day. And when he comes back, that day is fine. The sun will shine. He can come home as late as can be. Home without him, oh, it ain't no home to me. And I can't help loving that man of mine. When he goes away, that's a rainy day. And when he comes back, that day is fine. The sun will shine. He can come home as late as can be. Don't get any ideas, honey. Home without him, oh, it ain't no home to me. I can't help loving that man of mine. Thanks, BH.
Thank you very much. You're listening to 90.7 WNCU in live performance. That was Keith Ganz on guitar. Kate McGarry doing Can't Help Loving That Man of Mine. Boy, that's a beautiful tune. You know, I forgot about how nice the chord changes are on that.
Yeah, yeah. It's great. I love the tunes from those days. I mean, they just, to me, they are ever new. You can always do something, find something new in them. And they're, even though the words were written, 70 years ago, they're still, I always find them to be ready to be mined for new feelings and new situations, to be applied to new situations.
I think you're right, and I think that's what makes music like that really timeless.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it just 500 years from now, that tune is going to sound just as good as it does for us today. And thank you very much. That was gorgeous. Really appreciate that. Kate and Keith have a new release out, Genevieve and Ferdinand, and they're going to have a CD release party. Give them the information again, please.
I was trying to get the address here. It's at the Durham Jazz Workshop.
Mm-hmm.
They have a room called the Sharp 9 Gallery, and it's on Industry Lane, off of East Cornwallis, off of Fayetteville, one block over from the Campus Crossings apartments. And you go in, and it's kind of a little strip mall, sort of. But you should check it out. Google it.
Inside,
Durham Jazz Workshop.
Inside, it's got great atmosphere, and it's a really nice setting to hear music. And so it's Saturday at 8 p.m. and it'll probably go till 10. We'll do 2 sets, and I think they have there's a student ticket for 10, and it's also 15 for adults and grown-up people.
Right.
And it's really a great place that's supporting jazz in the community, presenting artists and also classes and combos and high school combos. It's really special to have something like that in Durham. So thanks to Dave Finucane for making that happen.
Thank you, Dave. We appreciate that. And it's, I'm noticing that Durham in particular is getting lots and lots of more jazz listeners. There's more people showing up to jazz gigs. I was at the Jack DeJohnette last weekend, and it was sold out. And there wasn't an empty seat, and his music is challenging.
Mm-hmm.
It's really challenging. And, people were going, they got it.
Yes.
And it was just wonderful to see that somebody like him could draw a full house at Memorial Hall. So that was really, you start noticing those things. And I'm so glad to see this community is understanding how important jazz is to representing American culture.
Yeah. And also just that it's so rich. I mean, I think the more that pop music gets more mundane, and it seems like we're in search of something that feeds us. And I think people find that jazz in all its different colors and its different ways of expressing the human condition is a place to go to just keep feeding yourself with music. So.
Yeah, it definitely feeds my soul, and I can tell it does the same for you, too, as well. I want to thank you both for coming in this morning. We're going to continue to play your music. I know you have to go. I know you're busy and all of those things, but we hope that everybody will take the opportunity to come to the CD release party. It's a beautiful CD, and it would be a great one, too, to give to somebody who's not really familiar with jazz, because it can bring them from a more familiar folk sound with jazz chords.
Yeah.
And so, it's a great way to help introduce people that are not familiar with jazz. And so I think it would be a really good CD for that. So have fun.
Thank you. BH.
Yeah, and thanks for stopping by. Certainly appreciate it. And you're listening to Morning Jazz at 90.7 WNCU. Here's more, Kate McGarry.
I rolled the window down this morning, that's when it came to me. The sun was a drum on a mountain, playing indispensably. And the trestle branch slid through the tree line with a velocity like rust. I collapsed at the wheel of my automobile at all the beauty I could never, never touch. I know a woman, she's strong as roses. She's open as our mouth. She's full of color, thunder, a vineyard's water spout. She invites me to go swimming, wade in the lake in the moonlight. She's peeling down my onion. I'm so scared what she might find. I read this from the ugly of whiskey, from a bucket filled with ash, from the blurry magnification of a busted-looking glass. I've got as many eyes as I'm supposed to, I got just as many hands. And beauty is all that I'm looking for, baby, but noise is all I get. My heart erupts with sadness, a decision must be made. Well, I can cover my face to Sodom, drown the drum of the sun with the blues. Or I can humbly bow to the trestle bridge, baby, get as close as I can to you, to you. Oh, ooh.
Thank you. Keith Ganz. We thank you very much.